That's your vice. Fuck it, do it. I don't think that should be the deciding factor for why you are trading, which is most of what the young guys are doing today. But you earned that shit. Peacock around like a motherfucker. Mick Jagger, your shit. You got the moves. Move them. Show it to everybody. Who gives a fuck? I'd love to see it. I'm not going to say high five. Yeah, you owe it all to me. Fuck that shit. You took on all the risk. You did the work. I don't deserve, and the mentors out there don't fucking deserve the worship. Stop doing that shit. You did it yourself. You fucking earned it. You did it. So no one fucking cosigns your success. You own that. But there's a flip side to that coin. When you fuck up, you do not fault your mentor, your teacher, your friends and your fucking neighbors in your Discord channel, your Telegram channel, your Facebook group, or your Twitter group. You own it. And that, my friends and neighbors, is very, very painful. Because we all want the insurance policy to be able to say, well, when I lost money, it's that motherfucker's fault. He didn't talk about that in the video. He never said this in his fucking mentorship. He never told me when I should have got out of that trade. He knew damn well it was going to do this, and he'd say nothing in his Twitter feed. You all want the insurance policy to be able to say, if I lose money, I can always just fault that guy, that person, that system, that approach, that service. When none of that puts your ass in the trade, but you need to be able to be responsible with your own actions. And this generation is not being taught responsibility at all. And that's unfortunate, because that's the number one reason why they don't like me, because I'm telling them continuously in boring conversations that don't feel comfortable listening to. But guess what? Trading is fucking war. It's war. It's not a fucking video game, folks. It's not. It's just going to fucking take your ass and grind it to bits if you let it. So you have to prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, psychologically, that you're going to wrestle with yourself a lot. And some of you are going to get this guilty conscience that I got to tell ICT, thank you, or I'm going to be jinxed if I don't say thank you, ICT, because I made money. I'm going to be jinxed. I'm not going to be able to be successful. Stop fucking worshiping. You did something, share it. I love it. I'm not high five, man. You owe it to me. You don't owe shit to me. You didn't pay me. I'm here because I want to fucking be here. But I want to see what you do. I want to see it. Not just the good. I want to see the bad, because I want to see how you learn from that shit. I was reading a young lady in the Twitter feed. She said something to the fact that she made a mistake or whatever. And I said, learn from it. Forgive yourself and learn from it. Because in the beginning, I didn't forgive myself. I began to hate myself. And the more hatred I had because I couldn't do it fast enough, it began to manifest itself. And when I would make money, I would become an arrogant prick. And my friends would see it. And one of my friends, who is no longer a friend now, he had the balls to tell me to my face, like, dude, like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Like, you're just like us. You're just making money. You're no better than us. We graduated the same fucking year in school. We worked menial fucking jobs. Okay, now you're making money. You think you're better than everybody else. Let me tell you something. That was a kick in the dick. I needed it, but that was really uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. Here's a guy that I looked at as like a brother to me. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Dude, what the hell? But that's what a real friend does. They'll call your bullshit. And they'll do it because they want to see you recognize the mistakes you're making. This generation, you don't see people half the time. You're talking to them through social media. So you've got iron balls that you wouldn't say none of that shit if you were face to face with them. And it causes a disconnect socially. But it also encourages you to do things that are toxic. In this generation, unfortunately, has been created to be the worst of the worst. And some of you that are going to do well in this, you're going to see what I mean by that by coming out of whatever the fuck you're involved in right now. The way kids are taught in school today, ass backwards. It's all about feelings and social approval. Listen, folks, there's going to be people out there that don't like you. No matter how nice you are and whatever you want to do, you can give the fucking world to them. They're still going to find fault in you. They're going to tell you you're full of shit, you're an asshole, you should have done it sooner. What took you so fucking long, you asshole? You gave everything away for free. Why didn't you have to fucking make me wait? You should have did this sooner. You're always going to have that. There's assholes in everything. Everything. You're never going to please everybody. You're not going to. So don't let this endeavor be a reason for you to go and say, okay, I want to be successful so I can go out on social media and be approved and accepted by my friends and people I don't even know. Because these people don't fucking give a shit about you. They're not tucking you in bed at night. They're not paying your bills when you fuck up. They're not going to give you a handout. So why does their opinion or their approval of you right now or in the future matter at all? That's not a reason to be fucking trading. And these young boys out here, they're fucking on social media. That's all they're doing. They're catering to something that doesn't mean a fuck. Versus trying to build a life for themselves, find a significant other to have a relationship with, and being happy and content. And not giving a fuck who likes them, worships them, thinks that they should have done it better, or isn't doing it as good as the next guy. Fuck all that. You only have one life here. There's no dress rehearsals. And you're going to come into this world like everybody else does without an instruction manual. Because you are a work in progress. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fuck up all the time. The rest of your life, you're going to make mistakes. Every single day, you're making mistakes. The difference is you are comfortable with certain mistakes that you make because you understand that that was probably not the best thing you should have done. And there it is. It's done. It didn't take anything from you except for the nuisance of having gone through it. Perfect example. In front of my house, the new one, I got these pillars out there. One's by my mailbox, and the other one it's got like landscaping and such. And it has 3 little bulbs in the light. I had to go out yesterday, replace 2 of the bulbs. It was a pain in the ass to get my hand up inside this contraption to try to get these little tiny little skinny candlestick type flame shaped bulbs. I knew I only had 3 bulbs left, but I had to replace 2. So I brought 1 extra. I reached my hand up in there. I know what I'm doing. I'm doing too fast because I don't want to be doing what I'm doing. And I know as soon as I get it done, I'm going to run back in there and I'm going to probably realize I didn't do something right. I'm not a handyman. I'm being honest with you. Okay. I got a checkbook. I pay people to do shit for me. But here I am. I'm trying to put my fucking hand up inside this contraption to change the bulb. And I drop the bulb. It hits one of the rocks in the landscaping and it breaks the bulb. Now, if I would have listened to my internal voice that said, slow the fuck down, Huddleston, I wouldn't have done that. But the wisdom in me said, take all of the fucking bulbs you have because the chances of you being in Huddleston here is likely. Okay, so I dropped it. I broke it. I had the other 2 still to replace them. That's my fucking stop loss. That's my risk management. It was unpleasant. I hated the whole fucking idea of me going out there doing that. But I used what I do in my market trading out there. I had funded the position. I had resources in case I did get stopped out. That ball broke. But I'm not out of the game, and I still got what I needed because I had a partial. Now, if I didn't take the extra bulb, and I'm walking out there yesterday, and the wind's blowing me in the face, and I'm just wearing my pajamas and my t-shirt with slips on, no socks, and it's cutting through me cold, and I'm up here trying to dig my hand underneath this fixture that covers the bulbs. I don't know why they designed it this way, but I'm probably doing it wrong anyway. But if I wouldn't have brought the extra bulb, and I would have dropped that fucking bulb like I did, and it broke, or if I didn't have the extra bulb, that would have took me out of my whole show yesterday and would have pissed me off. because shit happens. But I didn't have the resources or the mindset to deal with it appropriately. But because I know, chances are I'm going to walk out there, I'm going to be rushing because I'm not taking the time to put the jacket on, because I want to walk on the ground that says don't walk on the grass. Okay, I'm going to do the things I'm being told I can't do and shouldn't do. So the human part of me is doing exactly what the fuck you're going to do when you start trading or start watching these live streams. You're going to feel the